Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Venom issue 3, legacy number 168. Now this is the latest issue of the Ancient God storyline, whatever they're calling it now. Written by Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman on pencils, JP Mayer on ink. Color artist was Frank Martin. Letters by VC's Clayton Cowles. And the editor was Devin Lewis, with assistant editor Lauren Amaro. So Diversity hires Spider-Man, decided to attack Venom while there's a giant monster roaming around, and he got the worst end of that one. Lucky for him, Eddie's still in there and manages to control the symbiote a little bit, even though it's spazzing out with the red swirly thing on its head, and tells Spider-Man to kill him, and fake Spider-Man blasts him in the face with one of his energy things. I never saw a spider do that. Anyway, Miles starts beating on Eddie, even though Eddie's, effectively unarmed at that point, and Eddie has to knock him down and ask him what his problem is because they've never met. And Miles says something about the fact that he hurt his mother. I don't really know much about Miles because I think he's a crap character and he's just another replacement hero. So Eddie's like, look, I don't know what your problem is. We can work that out later. Right now we got a bigger problem to deal with. Can we deal with that? And he's like, okay. So he falls in line because, he can do no wrong because all these pathetic fake heroes do that. But Venom gets the idea of, hey, you know what would really work? Why don't you get in there and use that Venom blast and do it from the inside? So he does, and it effectively destroys the construct, because that's kind of what it is. There's a creature inside there named Newell, and it drags fake Spider-Man out and kind of drops him and talks to Eddie and the symbiote. Apparently, this guy claims he's the god of symbiotes and purges the Venom symbiote of humanity because he says it's infected, and we're left with this image of this guy sitting on a throne with a bunch of symbiotes floating around him. I don't know why he has this dragon spider image on there. That really doesn't work for me because the spider imagery came from Spider-Man, but it's sort of mutated a little bit to look like a dragon. I don't like that. I think it's kind of lazy artistically. I would think the artist would want to challenge himself a little more to come up with something other than a spider type motif and just a lazy little twirl on the end to change it up. But the whole swirly thing with the primordial looking symbiotes, they look cool. But overall, this was a pretty good issue. I don't like Miles Morales that much. I think he's just another replacement diversity hire. He's just one of the first ones, and I think his entire character is boring and just pandering in general, so I don't like that. But he was functional here, if annoying. Overall, it was a good story. The art was pretty good. The way he's drawing mouths in this one and faces is a little rougher than previously. It's a little bit more manga-ish, and I don't particularly care for that, but I did like the art overall. So this continues to be a good book. I would recommend this issue despite the fact that another replacement hero is in, and it does reference where the Avengers and X-Men are and the Celestials falling from the skies. So this is taking place during Avengers issue 1 from 2018, so that is pretty nice that they explain why there aren't more people out helping, and I was glad to see that. So overall, this is a solid recommend. I didn't feel cheated for my $4. It's definitely one of the best Marvel books on the market right now, and I hope it continues to be really good. So we'll see how it plays out, but that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future reviews. If you want to help me get more comics to review, Patreon link is in the description and on the About page, and we hope to see you on the next one.